personnel and their families on a monthly basis. This was a huge job and a real nice paycheck, but that wasn't the most important part to him. It was opportunity. And when he became in that position of lead, in that position, he swore at that moment he would never discriminate. He was going to trade everybody that came in that door a chance to prove themselves because they were men and women and they were integrity and they needed a chance. And it was amazing to watch this guy because anything that you thought he might not be able to do was a joke. And after a while, it was you didn't even realize that there might have been a disability there. He didn't have it. We had it. We put that moniker on him, not him. We did it. And when he broke down the barriers, and we're just, kicking ourselves we didn't do it sooner as a company, and I was part of HR at that time, carried many hats, but you just kept going in, and it was amazing because he was now just not only the leader, but he was the inspirational leader. And every day he came in, and at one point he got a raise, and he says, you know what? I actually just paid off my car. Do you realize this is the first chance I've ever had to pay off a car? Man was 40 years old at the time. What? Interesting way of looking at things. But because he'd been terminated, because he'd never had chances to really move up a ladder and things because of what we perceived as a disabilities community, he had a hard time making payments until he came to Pride Industries. That was cool. I mean, you want to talk about some joyous thing, but you can't really celebrate it in front of everybody, but behind doors it was pretty neat. Second opportunity I had to, that I really remember, and this was pretty impactful. I don't think I can use their name, but you may have heard of them. They're the largest microchip processor there in Silicon Valley. It starts with an I. We were subcontractors for them, and they were not a bad company to subcontract for. And again, we were Pride Industries, and we were really trying to make a whole lot of opportunity to happen. They had some vice presidents. The CEO was great. We'd met a lot of them and the presidents. Some vice presidents that were in charge of running things were a little bit more difficult to work for, couldn't really figure it out. But one of the main things that they do at this main plant up in Silicon Valley was clean rooms, making these microchips, and it's very sensitive stuff, and building these things are very, very hard. The rooms themselves are hard, and then making the chips is hard, and there's a whole lot of technology way beyond my pay grade, right? And I didn't really understand it, but we found a group of well, mostly men. There were a few women, but men that really wanted to do this, and they were capable. In fact, many of them had college degrees. Silicon Valley, if you don't know, is one of the areas where they started a lot of the cochlear implants and things of that nature.